everyone, Stephanie Dimon from the Dimon Homestead here today. And I have Alora with me. Today we are going to cook up our spaghetti squash.
What is it?
Spaghetti squash.
Is that squash?
Spaghetti squash.
What do you mean?
So, earlier in the season, we harvested our spaghetti squash thinking that maybe there was a cross-pollination issue or something because they were super green, super big. But what it needed was a whole plate of biscuits and bacon from earlier breakfast. It just needed time to ripen. So we actually cut off a bunch of the green spaghetti squash and let them lay out in the sun for like a week or two.
It looks like a pumpkin.
It does look like a pumpkin. This is the smallest one we have. We've got some massive ones. But today we are going to cook one up and show you how we do it.
I'm gonna help.
Huh?
I'm gonna help.
Yes, you'll help me.
I'll help.
So I'm just going to take this spaghetti squash. Let me show you.
Oh my gosh, this is spaghetti.
Yeah.
It looks like pumpkin. We got our foil rolled out.
Yep, we got our foil pan. And we need to cut this in half lengthwise. Now, when they're ripe, or not ripe, when they've been when they're ready, they are really hard. Like you can't even
here we go.
stick your fingernail through the flesh of it.
Yeah, borrow some of Daniel's knives.
Yeah, we need some Daniel knife. Like who's a sponsor for Daniel's knives? Because hook me up.
Do not cut yourself.
It's rough. It's a hard squash to cut through.
Did you wash it off?
Yes.
If you wash it,
Did you get enough?
still.
Are you didn't get any yet? Okay.
If you wash it, it's not gonna be easy to cut through still.
Want peanut butter again?
Yes, please. Oh, I heard that. Oh.
Okay.
I want to see what's inside that. I see some seeds going out.
We can save these seeds.
So cook it?
Hallelujah. All right.
Oh, it looks just like a pumpkin inside.
Yeah.
Can I get the guts?
Pumpkin is a squash.
I want to get all the guts out.
Whoa. He wants to get all the guts out. Let me show you.
I want to get all.
So the inside does have a little bit of green still around the edges, but I think that'll be fine. We're going to scoop out the insides and save some of these seeds, and then we're going to roast this. We are going to...
Is your coffee, maybe?
Thank you, my love. Going to scoop out some of the seeds.
Okay, pal.
Kid said, okay, pal. I'm going to take this spoon and I'm just going to scrape mine.
We're going to throw all the seeds in the trash?
I saved some. Here, you can put those seeds on that paper towel.
We just grabbed them. They're not pumpkin.
You want to say hi, kid?
Say hi to the camera. Cheese.
Yep. Okay. Nope. That's trash for me. Now we have emptied out our spaghetti squash, and there's still a little bit of the strings in here from where the seeds were, and that's okay. So the next step is we are going to just lightly coat the inside with some olive oil. And I have a little silicone brush that Alora is going to assist me with in brushing it all around.
Like all around the
All around, not on the outside, but like on the top and the edges and stuff.
Why?
Because it's going to help it when it roasts.
So, do I just get all of this?
It's also going to help the salt and pepper stick to the spaghetti squash. Okay, let me see.
I want to see the other one though.
It's okay, I got this one. All right, so we
And
are.
we have very, very fancy bottles.
Yeah.
Fancy. And I bet they come out from bottom. Oh yeah.
Okay.
I think yours is good, really good.
Yeah. So now I'm going to do some salt and pepper. Okay, let mommy do this part. Okay.
Get this one for you. Little.
Okay.
Is it basically just crushing these up?
Yep, it's grind. This is called a grinder. So in here is some.
Yeah, so right here smushes all of them, and then all of that comes out.
That's right. Chops it up into some.
It smells so good.
Yeah, it does smell good. It smells fresh, right?
Mhm. You can put little candles in here, just light up. Smell perfect in your house.
Okay. So we've got our lightly oiled and salt and peppered spaghetti squash. Now, there's two rules of thought. You can bake them this way up, or you can turn them down and bake them. I find that if you turn them upside down and bake them, it traps a lot of steam inside, and it can make your spaghetti squash strings a little bit more, I wouldn't say mushy. I wouldn't say mushy, but maybe more tender. So I'm going to roast them up, and I'm going to roast them for about 45 minutes in a 350-degree oven. And then once the timer's up, I'm going to take them out, and we're going to fork them. And we're going to fork them, and it's going to basically create these stringy spaghetti-like noodles with our spaghetti squash that we can eat. So let's get this in the oven.
Me and Mommy are going to be the first one.
Yeah.
Well, I'll be the first one.
All right, it's been 45 minutes. Timer just went off, and my spaghetti squash has roasted. And now let's take a fork to them. I'll get you a little closer. So I'm just going to take my fork here and scrape it like this. Oh yeah, that's what we want to see. So I don't know if you can see how it's stringing up like that. So we just run our fork along the edge and break up the squash. And if you are gluten intolerant or you can't eat pasta, this is a great substitute. It gives you that kind of like you're eating a pasta in a way. Not going to lie to you, it doesn't necessarily taste like pasta, but it looks like pasta, but tastes like a squash. And I have thawed out some of my homemade spaghetti squash. I've thawed out some of my homemade spaghetti sauce right here. I made meat sauce the other day with my tomatoes. And I'm going to put it over the spaghetti squash, and I'm going to try it. Try it out. Probably called Buddy out here. It's got like almost like an angel hair pasta type consistency. All these little flecks in here are going to be the salt and pepper. But yeah, they're like little noodles. Okay, I've let Buddy know that the spaghetti squash is done, so he can come out here and try it with me. And I'll just get us a little plate of this. Okay, I'm going to top it with some homemade meat sauce.
All right.
Give the camera a look at that.
go.
Looks good, right?
Mm-hmm. Looks really good. Oh man, that's good.
Wow.
Let me try it without the meat sauce.
I didn't scrape it all out, so if you want to scrape some out and eat that,
Oh yeah. Wow,
it's
that's
really
awesome.
good. If you're on low carb or
Mm-hmm.
keto or something, you need to avoid gluten,
Or you just want something delicious.
or you just want something delicious. Yeah. It really is really good.
It's olive oil, salt, and pepper, right?
Mm-hmm.
Mm. So basic and good.
Mm-hmm.
Love spaghetti squash.
Well, that was gone in no time.
That's delicious.
Yeah. But this smaller spaghetti squash would be perfect for you and I to have for dinner.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. The larger ones we have over there probably could feed 4 people.
Yeah, I might take what's left of that for lunch tomorrow at work.
Okay. Be perfect.
Mm-hmm.
But that's how I make spaghetti squash. It's very easy. And we've done it with pesto, Alfredo, throw in whatever you want to throw into it.
Yeah, so good.
You could easily make this a vegan meal, a
Did you save
vegetarian.
the seeds?
Yep, over there.
Sweet.
Mm-hmm. So we saved some. These are heirloom varieties, so we can plant those again. I'll dry them out, package them up. For,
awesome.
More
good job,
planting.
babe.
Thank you. All right, well, thank you so much for joining me today on the spaghetti squash episode. I encourage you to try growing spaghetti squash, and don't try to bake them when they're green. They're good.
It wasn't bad, but because this was the mystery squash for us.
Yeah.
And I guess we just didn't realize how long it took for them to become the spaghetti squash. You know, there is a process to it.
Right. And I actually learned, because I had never grown spaghetti squash before, I just saw these giant green things and thought, okay, something's wrong.
Yeah, we planted the wrong thing.
Yeah, or cross-pollination or something happened. But
and we did get a lot of comments of people being like, just let them sit.
That's what I was going to say.
Yeah.
The comments are what helped me learn how to harvest these, where we cut them at the size that we wanted to when they were green, and we just set them outside.
Let them sit. Yep.
And let them ripen to yellow. And that's exactly what we did, and it turned out perfect.
So thanks.
So thank you. And now you can learn from my mistake and how to grow your own spaghetti squash and harvest it. And we will do this again for sure.
Yep.
Yeah, they're great. So again, thanks for hanging out with me, and we will catch you on the next one.
Bye.
Bye.
Okay, and just like with everything else, when we have a meal, the chickens get a meal. Wow.